On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. To new places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Can't wait to get on that road again. I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
I don't think I'm on. Am I on? I am on. In my world, I'm on. I think I'm on now, yes? Hi, everybody. How are ya? It's wonderful to see everybody here, and how fun to start our Sunday celebration with On the Road Again. You may be thinking to yourself, how does that fit in with spirituality? You know what? It doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. It actually does, but you're gonna realize that by the end of today's morning. So how are you? Good? I know we have a couple of new people in the audience. Are you guys an audience? In the crowd, in the community. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you've never been to a Center for Spiritual Living, few things you need to know. We are not a religion. We are a faith tradition. We are a philosophy. Religion has some constraints to it that we just clearly do not ascribe to. And the word religion is Latin for to bind. Now, it could be like we're binding together as a group, or it could mean that we are being bound by things. So we are not a religion. We are a philosophy, a faith, a tradition. And as you can see on this slide, going around and looking at all the different faith traditions, if any of those look familiar to you, or yes, I grew up in that, or no, I don't believe in that, just know that we honor you. We honor wherever you are on your spiritual path, because you are absolutely welcome here. So some of this is going to feel a little bit traditional, like the song that we're about to sing, but it works, and I love it, and it's been so long since we sang it. And other times you're going to like, are these people out of their minds? Could be a little bit both, but right now we're going to stand up and sing the old favorite. You guys think you know what it is, but you don't. This Little Light of Mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
that was kind of fun. You guys got into the rhythm of it. That's awesome. So one of the things that happens when the weather starts to get a little bit cooler and things we get closer to the holidays is a lot of things kick off. No pun intended, like football season. But don't you, wait, is today the Grey Cup? Who's playing in it? Okay, I'll find out afterwards because I can't hear what you guys are saying. So anyway, I didn't realize that, but my mistake. But anyway, a lot of things kick off in the fall. And so I'm going to tell you about all the new initiatives, all the new things that we have that are starting here in the fall. And Connie, that was a beautiful meditation, and she announced it that starting tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a Monday night meditation online. And it starts at 6:30. You're going to meditate for about 15 minutes and then have a conversation afterwards if it's warranted. And the information is in the newsletter and also on the website for the Zoom information to get on there. So if you want to get more want more information, talk to Connie Chow. Connie, can you wave your hand so people know you? Connie will be doing the meditation. We've got a few of our practitioners who are going to be doing it. Yeah. Then, starting on Wednesday night, we're going to be having an in-person grief circle start, and that's going to be the first and third Wednesdays, and that's going to be in-person here at the center, and that's being facilitated by Fran Watson and Sabrina Morrow, who have just gone through some training about grief support. And, I learned something new about grief. We often think it's because we have lost a loved one to transition or that type of thing, but grief takes on many forms. And loss of a job, loss of a pet, loss of a friendship, all kinds of things. Those are things that we grieve about. And I heard the explanation, I just loved it. Grief is when something happens that you didn't want to. Isn't that a good explanation? That just made me go, oh, I get it now. So if that's you and you want to have support, go ahead and join Sabrina and Fran for that, starting on Wednesday night here at the center at 6:30. And then Valda, one of our practitioners, is doing the workshop this month. As you know, we have monthly workshops with our ministers and practitioners. She's doing something called Accessing the Wisdom of Your Heart. Everyone, put your hand on your heart. It has wisdom. It has wisdom. And so join with Valda not next Sunday, but on the 30th, and just allow yourself to get in a place where you are accessing that wisdom that is within each of us. And that's on Sunday the 30th from 12:30 to 2. And the community and the food bank. So Ron, you want to come up and talk about the food bank just a little bit? This is our initiative to help feed the hungry.
Good. There we go. I'm just going to give you an update. We have 2 more weeks next week and then November the 30th, which we'll close down then. But to date, we have in our 2 boxes, we have one that's a little over half full. So if you have food items you want to bring in, do that in the next 2 weeks. And to date, we have a donation sum of $1,485.10.
Wow!
And so thank you all for those of you who have made your donations in food or dollars. That's great. That's without any matching funds yet. So please think about what you want to do in the next 2 weeks and meet us at the back at that table and give your donation. Remember that anything over $25 and over will be given a charitable receipt. Okay? So that's it. I'm just catching you up on what's going on.
Ron, can you repeat again and talk a little bit more about the matching?
Yeah, we have two matching. So there's one donor who will match up to $500. We've made that. It just have to We just have to get the match. And then also the program itself, Change for Change, is also going to match the full donation when we're at the end.
Fantastic. So our $1,000, and we know it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, because every dollar is value for the food bank at $3.50 because they buy wholesale, so they can make the dollar you give look like and appear on the shelves as a magical $3.50.
That's fantastic. What a wonderful
Okay, so
program.
we will be making quite the donation at the end.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Ron. And then last but not least, I don't have a slide for it, but thank you, Mark. You want to stand up and show that around? So this past summer, we were kind of the host city for Center for Spiritual Living's retreat in Banff. And they gave away as kind of the what are they called? The swag bag. These bags that have Center for Spiritual Living on them, and they ended up leaving them with us. So we've got a whole bunch of these really nice, like almost burlap bags with Center for Spiritual Living on it. And if you spend $5 or more in the Soul Shop, you get one for free, or you can buy one for $5. And you can see Mark afterwards if you want to storm the soul shop and get your bag. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all my business. Oh, no, of course not. So Amy Bishop is doing her annual Christmas concert. You know they're always fun. They're always remarkable music and stories and lots of fun. So that's going to be on Friday, December the 12th. Doors open at 7:30. The concert's at 8 o'clock. You can get the tickets for only $25 up until the end of November. So you can send an e-transfer, or you can pay for that in the Soul Shop as well, or call Lance if you want to do that during the week as well. And it's always a good time, as you know, so I'm looking forward to that. And now I think I'm done. So we take care of the business in the beginning of the service so that when we go into the more sacred part, we stay there. And so I'm going to invite the ministers and the practitioners to please come forward and line the stage. I almost said a bad word last week describing what they do. And you know, I never say bad words. It doesn't roll trippingly off my tongue. Anyway, they are here to serve you. So if you have anything going on in your life where you would like some prayer support, some spiritual support, just ask one of the practitioners after the service. They hang out in the back of the sanctuary and just say, hey, can we talk for a minute? And just watch as shift happens, because shift does indeed happen. So what's going to happen now is that Steph is going to lead us in a chant, and then Connie will give us our spiritual mind treatment. So I invite you to go within.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am.
There is only one light, one love, one infinite divine intelligence. It is everywhere present. And in that one love, I know that I am it and it is me. I am one with the one. I am. There simply is no separation. I am that light. I am that love. I am divine intelligence. And knowing this truth, I know it not only for myself, I also know it for each and every single one of us here today and on Lovestream. Wherever you may be, everyone is one. We are all part of it. We are all connected. And in knowing that, as I walk in the light, I know that we have all our individual journeys. And as a collective, we're all on the right path, however that may look like. And I know that I have no worries because this is it. I rest assured knowing that I don't need to have any concern or do any hard work at all. No heavy lifting. I just rest in knowing that this is love. I am so grateful for this truth, that all I have to do is just release and let go, knowing that all is well and all is complete. I know that we are all whole, perfect, and complete in the one love. And so if you all join me in saying, and so it is.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am.
That was lovely. Thank you, Connie, for that beautiful treatment. And thank you, Steph, for the chant. And thank you, my beloveds, for being here and being in support of us for this center. You are loved. You may be seated. Thank you. So you may have noticed that Amy is not with us this morning. We are so blessed to have Steph, who's such a wonderful singer, performer, and musician all around. Amy got that thing that some of us have gotten, so she's just feeling a little under the weather right now, and we're sure she'll be back with us soon. So without any further ado, please welcome Elevation.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man. I know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. Oh, oh. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. What did you think you'd do then? What if they shoot down your plane? It'll take you a couple of vodka and tonics to get you on your feet again. Or maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like you on the So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies. I finally decided my future lies. I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road.
Great job. Woo! Steph Chapman, Ben, Lisa, and Oliver. Yowza. That was great, sweetie. You nailed that note. Awesome. Give it up again for Elevation. Don't trip on that. Oh my gosh. The worst nightmare. Oh, thanks, baby. Thank you. You know what I love? I love that okay, if we look around the room, we are people of a certain age. Would you agree? I love seeing young people here. Thank you, love it. But don't you just love how cool our music is? And I don't just mean our music of Elevation. I mean our generation's music. I mean, Yellow Brick Road, what a classic song. I haven't even thought of it in 30 years, and yet I remembered every word. Our generation just had cool music. That's all I got to say. So, would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And one more time at your own pace. Isn't that lovely? When we just breathe together, it just puts us all on the same wavelength, all on the same page. I told you there was method to my madness. So a couple of weeks ago, if you were here, you know that I shared a story about the experience that I had driving on winding mountain roads when I was on sabbatical on Vancouver Island. And I shared that even though I had worked very diligently to heal myself of this really weird, irrational fear about mountain roads, I healed it years ago, and yet it came rushing back when I was faced with a mountain road thing unexpectedly. And what I learned from that experience, what I shared with you all, was the importance for all of us to keep ourselves prayed up. I know we don't usually use the word prayer here, we use spiritual mind treatment, but what I mean by being prayed up is that we allow ourselves to be steeped in our spiritual knowing, our spiritual knowledge. We allow ourselves to be in the flow. We make sure that we walk our talk so that when things do come up unexpectedly, and they will, we are so steeped in our faith and our trust in the universe that we can handle the unexpected with grace. Yes? Yeah. So even though it was startling as I'm driving out of Victoria and I come across the Malahat Highway and I had no idea, and the fear came rushing back in, ultimately I was grateful for the reminder of the importance of consistent spiritual practice, staying in the zone, shall we say. Because as our founder Ernest Holmes said, he said, we know there is a power far greater than we are. There is a love that casts out fear and a faith that overcomes all obstructions. We must permit ourselves through affirmative thinking to enter into this power and this love with complete confidence. There then develops an intimate relationship to the presence and the power which controls everything. And we know we can use it. Oh, excuse me, we can trust it, we can use it too, but we can trust it. Yes? Breathe that in. Whew. Especially the intimate relationship with the presence and the power which controls everything, and we know that we can trust it. Just breathe that in. Wow. However, there's another thing that about driving on those roads while I was gone that I didn't tell you about. But it's the perfect metaphor for what I'm ultimately going to be talking about today. So forgive me if it's just a little bit of a repeat about the mountain road thing. There is method to my madness, as I said. How many of you have been to Vancouver Island? Okay, and none of you were afraid on the Malahat, were you? So, not only were there lots of winding roads, notice I start saying winding instead of windy. So, okay, anyway, so lots of winding roads and with the sheer drop-offs, that's the thing that really scares me when you're looking down, there's the ocean right there, right? But some of the roads were also rolling. So there were times when I would be driving along and, it's kind of doing like this, and I would come to the top of the hill and it would appear as if the road disappeared. Anybody have that experience? It's called a blind peak. And it's described as you reach the top and the road immediately drops away so you can't see what's ahead of you until you descend. They even have a sign for it. And look how funny. But I gotta tell you, it is seriously startling to be driving along. You come up to the rise of a hill, and you can't see what is in front of you for a moment. Anybody ever felt like that in life? Huh? You're rolling along. things are going okay. Maybe you're enjoying the scenery because you're on the island. And then all of a sudden you hit a patch where it seems like the road has disappeared and you can't see where you're going or what you're doing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Developing a roadmap that not only helps us get to where we're going, but also provides us with valuable information along the way, like a sign that says hidden or restricted visibility. In other words, the road is about to disappear for a moment. Have faith. Did I just lose myself? No, I'm good. Okay. So, everybody's going to hear me now. Jason, I love you so much. And would you make the next slide go? And I am authorizing a purchase of a new clicker. For all of my guest speakers who also, so all you guys who spoke while I was gone, and I was like, oh, come on, how hard is it? No, not really, because I know. And by golly, this thing is very, very bratty right now. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Earlier this summer, before I went on sabbatical, a group of the center's leadership came together on a Saturday to start to build a strategic plan for the future of our beloved center. And I'd just like, if any of you who are on the strategic planning committee, it's board members, former board members, a couple of ministers, would you please stand up so that we can acknowledge the work that you're doing? All strategic plan people. Yeah. Now, if you are like me, the moment you hear the word strategic plan, you kind of lose consciousness. I mean, seriously. What could be more stressful or more boring? Both and. I absolutely felt that way. I have resisted doing a strategic plan for years. Ben kept saying, we got to do this. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Kicking and screaming until it was explained to me that a strategic plan isn't just talking about what isn't working, which is what I thought it was, but rather more like setting intentions, which I totally something I can get behind, right? I mean, our entire teaching is about setting clear intentions and developing the mental equivalent and then taking action toward those intentions. I'm going to switch my slide. Could somebody switch my slide? We're going to play that game today. Yeah, Ernest Holmes said, if we have a strong picture or a mental concept of what we desire and hold to that mental equivalent, regardless of circumstances or conditions, we must sooner or later manifest according to that concept. So that is what we set out to do. To create a strong picture, a strong mental equivalent of how we would like the center to look going forward. So first of all, we acknowledged that we already have very powerful and clear vision and mission statements that beautifully outline who we are and how we act in the world. Our vision is the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. You all love it, don't you? Yeah, we used to do it every week, and then it was like once a month, and then not as often, but I will bring it back. I just need you to remind me. And then our mission statement, this is how we do it. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness. So they don't really need to be revamped. They're really good. And we also acknowledged at the strategic planning meeting, that actually two of them, that we have a more internal set of statements for how the Board of Trustees is to function. And we call them our guiding principles. We provide everyone the opportunity to discover and reveal their spiritual potential by the example of our lives. In other words, we're going to be doing it. We demonstrate self-responsibility and integrity and intentional co-creation. Using science of mind principles, we create an awareness and demonstration of infinite possibility. And finally, we welcome everyone as we create an inclusive community that evolves individual and global consciousness. Aren't they good? They're so good. So then our facilitator, a guy named Ken, what's his last name? Larson, Ken Larson, suggested that we glean the essence from those statements into one word each. He said to make them so simple and so memorable that we could repeat them to anyone who asks what we're about. And here are the ones we came up with: empower, inspire, expand, awareness, and love. That pretty much sums us up, doesn't it? Absolutely. And you may have noticed that on the lobby wall, as a reminder to all of us of who we are and what we stand, they are now appliqued on there. And thank you, Joni Guthrie, for creating them so beautifully. Great job. Give her a hand. And you may notice that not one of them says cult, in case your family or friends are thinking that. Now, I'm not going to give away the whole strategic plan today because we're not complete with it yet. We're meeting again in January to start to put some real wheels to it as we move forward. But I do want to share with you just a couple of things and tie it into spirituality. So not the first, but one of the things that is already in the works is a property development plan. And its buzzwords are organize, implement, and finance a property development plan that repairs, maintains, and enhances our spiritual home. Yes? Good deal. And I'm happy to report that many of these repairs that were identified as needing have already been completed, thanks in no small part to Richard Dalkin and Lance Rath and Ben Morgan. Yeah, give them a hand, you bet. We also replaced our HVAC system because we were told by our HVAC people that they were long in the tooth, shall we say. So we replaced it, including new furnaces, so that we're going to be nice and toasty this winter and cool and comfortable this coming summer. An exciting aspect of the property development plan is to figure out what to do with the land where the farm was. And here's the cool part. We're going to come to you to ask what your suggestions are. So start thinking. A swimming pool, a labyrinth, a schoolroom, a park. I'm running out of ideas, but I know you have ideas, so start thinking about that. The next initiative that we are working on already is new member attraction. And its saying is build, launch, and implement a community engagement and involvement plan that empowers individuals to reveal their spiritual potential. Now, we're already doing that as we continue to provide, if I may say so, outstanding Sunday services. I mean, come on. social events, classes and workshops, online engagement, and enhanced welcoming of newcomers. Now get ready for this, folks. The goal for this year is to increase bums in seats by 25%. Ooh. So if we have between bums and seats and screens in eyes on our love stream, get about 125 people. So 25% of that, you all do the math because I'm terrible with math, but you know the figures. That also includes 25% more people attending classes. So can you see how these intentions being in place are assisting us in moving forward on the road ahead? And here's the beauty, here's the teaching, bringing the teaching into this. Because we are co-creators with the universe, we are in partnership with it, we don't have to figure out all the how that these things are going to happen. We figure the what, and in partnership with the divine, the how gets revealed. So instead, what we're doing is that we are setting our intentions, we are getting our mental equivalents together, and then we are turning it over to the divine, but then not sitting in a lotus position in our meditation room and waiting for it to happen. Because Spirit can do it for us, and it can do it through us. We're setting the stage. So now comes the elephant in the room. As we were discussing the strategic plan and where we want to take the center, we talked in 1, 3, and 5-year increments. And as I was listening to this, I realized that I needed to speak up, because I needed to remind everybody that someday I'm going to retire. Who did that? Okay. It might be, it's in increments, right? It might be a 1 or 3 or 5 year window, because let's face it, you guys, I'm going to turn 69 next month. I know. So retirement is on the horizon. So it didn't feel in integrity as we were gathering together to make the strategic plan for the center to not at least put the idea of retirement into the mix. So with the best of intentions, we created yet another part of the strategic plan, which is define and update the duties and responsibilities of our spiritual leader that positions us to build and launch a succession plan for the future. Unfortunately, a couple of things occurred after those strategic planning meetings. I left for 2 months on sabbatical. And somehow word got out that I was retiring, or that my sabbatical was me testing out retirement. And I'm here to tell you, and the point of this talk today is to tell you that nothing could be further from the truth. I went on sabbatical so that I continue to do the work refreshed and rested. But apparently the rumor mill got going, and people became concerned. So I want to point out a few things to you. I want you to look at this last one again. Define and update the duties and responsibilities of our spiritual leader that positions us to build and launch a succession plan for the future. Nowhere in there is a time frame, a date, an age, or launching a search. Nowhere in there is the sentence that says we're tired of her and we want to push her out. Nowhere in there does it say she's tired of us and is getting ready to leave. Oh, some of the rumors, I'm going back to the States. Are you kidding? Define and update the duties and responsibilities of our spiritual leader that positions us to build and launch a succession plan for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, that is smart strategic planning. Yes? That is considering the road ahead, that is setting an intention. It is planting a seed that has lots of room and time to germinate and grow. So I want to set everyone's mind at ease. I'm not going anywhere. I just bought a condo 6 minutes from the center. Does that sound like the actions of someone who's planning on retiring anytime soon? And hopefully, only a handful of you heard the rumor and were concerned about it, asking about it, and talking about it. I'm really hoping that the majority of you sitting here were like, what the hell is this all about? Yeah, good. Marilyn, thank you for that confirmation. But still, it felt like it needed to be addressed. But either way, even though it may have felt, for those of you who were hearing this and being concerned, it may have felt like a rolling hill coming up, and then all of a sudden the road disappears. Rest assured, the road ahead exists. We are moving forward with enthusiasm and excitement. And I'm here to stay because I love you. And you love me. And we still have work to do. And so it is. Thank you. Yeah, you still have work to do. Please welcome part of the amazing strategic plan that we have. Is continuing to love and honor our band Elevation.
There's more than one road to every destination. There's more than one path to every place you go. The clearest way for me might be the wrong way for you. Different paths, but we get to choose. 'Cause there's more than one road, more than one road, more than one road to get you where you're going. We are all unique expressions of the ever-present Spirit. It's in all that we see, in every world we hear it. There is only one life, but now you live as your decision. Leave her alone. Want to have a vision, 'cause there's more than one road. More than one road. More than one road to get you where you're going. And it isn't how you get there that's a measure of your worth. 'Cause there are many paths to people, there are people on this
Elevation!
That was an Amy Bishop original.
Yeah, that is an Amy Bishop original, and Oliver. Dude, you can play that sax.
Took lessons,
Yeah?
as you suggested, many times.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Finally.
Keep it up. Oh, God, aren't we blessed?
Years.
So wonderful. So this gives me the opportunity. I'm going to wave at the kids. Come on. This gives me the opportunity to tell you how you can support the center. Lots of different ways. I was having a meeting with someone the other day talking about our donors and how consistent you all are and how much we appreciate that consistency, because when you're in the conscious commitment program, or we know that we can rely on that support from you, that helps us move forward this strategic plan that we have, because it's taking care of our day-to-day operations. So to all of you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Lovestream people as well. So you know the drill. You can e-transfer, you can get on conscious commitment, you can call and talk to Lance, you can send a check if you even know what those are anymore. Lots of ways, lots and lots of ways to support. So encourage all of you to take your tithe, your gift, your offering, your donation, hold it to your heart. And let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you to our ushers, and we're going to sing the song about gratitude. So let's stand up.
1, 2, and
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, you to the right of me, gratitude above me, Gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 So grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Gratitude below me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
Yoo-hoo! I gotta tell you, I love this song. And I sing this song a lot in my life, including this morning as I was watching the sunrise. And to the east, there was nothing. But to the west, something was happening. The sun was shining off those mountains. It caused my jaw to drop open, and I'm like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. It works. It works. So let's bring in the kids. I know they're here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning and beautiful Sunday to everyone. Today's talk, and the kiddos were actually part of this inspiration. We talked about the power of ask and you shall receive. Ooh. Right? That our job is just to put it out there, whether it's sharing with our parents, family, and friends, or writing in our diary or journal, or even just saying it to ourselves, putting it out there, and then going about our day, right? And so Georgia had this beautiful inspiration. I said, what could we do for our craft to show this? She said, well, we could make a card. And with the holidays coming up, like, we could make our wish card. And then we would just keep adding to this as we grow. So, yeah.
Nice idea. What a great lesson. Thank you, sweetheart. That's wonderful. And thank you, Miss Marianne. It's good to see you. Hello, dude. How are you? Yeah? Yeah. Apparently, me calling guys dude is a surefire way of telling I'm from California. Is that true? That's right. That's right. Okay, so kids, you know what to do. We're going to do our closing. So everybody, if you want to stand up, and we're going to rub our hands together. And we're going to get all that good energy, all that good juju. I heard somebody call it the other day mojo. I like that too. Get that mojo going, right? And on a count of 3, we're going to send it out to where it's needed. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for coming.
You can be amazing. You can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside with no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Wanna see you, I just been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy. Fallen for the fear and done some disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run. Stop holding your tongue. Well, maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. And since your history of silence won't do you any good, did you think it would? Can your words be anything but empty? Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
Just wanna see you.
I wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave.
Wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you.
I wanna see you be brave. Thank you. Have a great week.
Thank you for cueing that.
Great job, guys. Good job.